Yeah.
Then
Has
I
to do
would
with
be
the
Professor
accreditation.
Grimbley.
Has to do with the level of accreditation. So if it's a small community college, maybe they have, like, 1 dorm. Barton College, BC. This he's been here the whole time. He's run through Barton College from freshman all the way through, so he feels very comfortable with the college, the town, the layout, and now he knows the drill, so he feels pretty comfortable.
I do.
Oh, you're saying is he
I'm.
from the
I'm sorry.
town
I
of
do.
Barton? Go ahead.
I want to jump in real quick before we get too deep because Barton College is a real college.
No. What about Barson?
Barton College.
Excellent call out.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Excellent call out.
Yeah, he grew up 2 towns over in a little town called Kenville. So, but
Tinville, Colorado.
there were no schools in Tinville, so this wasn't a bad hike for him to come over here for school.
It's where all the kids in Tinville go over.
Yeah, yeah. The bi-state area. Yeah, Dan is not a stellar student. He's sort of a middle of the road student, but I think he just kind of realizes that if he graduates then he's got to go be a productive member of society, and he's not ready to do that. So he probably could pass if he put his mind and his effort to it, but that's not really his thing. And the community college is like, hey, as long as you're paying for tuition, we're good. So I think when he's not at school, he like works for the local, I was going to say auto mechanic, but I don't know that that's the right vibe. So maybe he works at the local arcade when he's not in school. Ooh, okay.
Bike color stuff.
Gotcha. Bike color. So is there, oh, let's see. Okay, there's a bike upgrade. So, but other than that, we can just determine kind of what kind of bike it is. Yeah, I think his is a mountain bike. It's obviously not new, but it was new to him when he got it. So big chunky tires, so even in the winter he can ride it around in the snow and stuff. So, and I would guess that without reading too many details that it would be red because he likes the attention. You know, that's the thing, man. It's a red bike. Sweet. All right.
Oh, so here's the thing. Yeah, 100%. 100% tenure. That's why I can spend so much time working on my own stuff. Um, and I don't have it in me as much as whenever I was a youth, but my bike is gold, and it's because I was a BMX racer in my youth.
Oh,
And I still could bust out a trick or two here and there. I don't do it very often, you know. I'm an older guy at this point. I have to sort of watch myself. It takes me a little while longer to recover, but I've been known to stunt. A BMX racer in the 80s. That's yeah, because we're in the 90s. I was a BMX racer in the 80s. It's a little bit beat up now, you know. I've had it for a while.
wow. Yeah.
And I do want to point out really quick, just rules as written. It does say perform a stunt. It doesn't say successfully perform a stunt. So I just, yep, yep. I just want to. I'll sacrifice. Like if I need this +3, I could break my leg. If I win, I'll break my leg. Yeah.
Nice.
I see.
Yeah.
That's a fun mechanic. I like that. Got ET in it. Is ET out yet? ET to 80s? I seen ET.
80s. Yeah.
I seen ET already.
ET was 80s.
I'm just saying, like, we're in the occult club. Aliens are occult.
Oh, yeah. I like the basket. That's cool.
Professor Grimbley. Professor Grimbley teaches 3 classes during the week. And then he does a couple of independent workshops. So otherwise, he spends a good amount of time. I don't know how often the club meets, but I spend a good amount of time hanging out with the club. And I also spend a good amount of time in my office. I do office hours for a while, and while I'm in there, maybe I work on my own stuff. Oh, I go and see shows. I watch a lot of movies. I spend some time with my friends over at the bar. We don't stay out too late. We usually go to bed about 10 o'clock. Jim Hansen. We hang out at the Wingding. They serve all wings as well. Yeah, and then like underneath it says and spelled out in Wingdings.
Oh, gosh.
Freshmen love explaining it to each other. Uh, Twice a week? Well, yeah, and I mean, depending on what everyone's class schedule is, we can just do it whenever because there's 2 of us, two students. We can schedule around it. Oh shit! That was where
Cutting
this
edge
in
wingding bar.
in Barson is where Windings was invented. Their wings are good too, though. Yeah, that's what we told them. What, you think Bill Gates would have gave me money for a portmanteau? Come on.
Dan loves this club, so he loves to be like first one in the door to get his seat, get get the place the way he wants to see it.
Worried that someone's gonna take his seat?
That's right, man. Don't take my seat. Yeah, he's like dragged the tables. He's picked out the one good rolly chair with the really good padding on it, and he's put his seat where his back is where he's looking so he can see who's coming in the room.
To her core.
Yeah, yeah, this is he's like, "Yeah, this is, this club's sort of my thing, and, I can walk you through the ropes and how we do things and, check it out, and then I can tell you some cool stories about past years. What do you wanna know? What do you need to know?" Well, when I first started, we went out and we did some more stuff, and as we went on, it sort of became more of a theoretical occult club, and we just kinda talked about stuff. So we just, hung out and had a good time and kicked back and just, this sort of the space where we can just chill and have a good time. He's like, what's all that?" "Sweet."
Check number one.
Okay. Alright. Uh, that's a 4, which is not his preferred. Woohoo! Alright. Ooh, and I get to roll it. Let me grab a d6.
It's like a crit, kinda.
I rolled a 4. Oh yeah, yep. Wait, well, Dan is begrudgingly impressed, but his eyebrows raise when she sort of whispers head of the club. And he's gonna go, I think seniority is gonna come into play here.
Uh, and I think that's when Professor Grimbley comes in through the door.
No, not Professor.
And Professor Grimbley says, "Oh, well, hello, Dan. It's great to see you. Welcome back. I'm glad that this club gets to, stay a club this year. That's excellent. And of course, is it Mina? Is that right? Please, it's Professor Grimbley. Y- Yes, that's okay though. Don't worry about it. Really, welcome to the club. It's so wonderful to have you here. So, if you guys need anything, I'm just gonna go sit over here for a little while. Yeah, absolutely. I think you both will do great.
Hmm. Well, let's see, he's 26. So if he started when he was 18,
Oh my
he's
gosh.
been there 8 years. Yeah. Well, early on, there was one of those super techno guys that came into the club with all, he came from money, so he brought in the best video equipment and audio equipment. And they did catch some strange noises and some like weird heat signatures that put enough doubt in Dan's head that he's like, well, there could be something out there, but it never quite rolled the corner to solid proof. But that was as close as they got. It was hard to argue with the high tech stuff. Now this is, was at the time was late 80s high tech stuff. So yeah, but they went out. Yeah, they went out like into the, not all the way up into the mountains, but like in the foothills at the base into the wooded areas, and they got some pretty interesting stuff that was hard to dispute, but you couldn't quite put your fingers on what it was.
This is probably like a 20 student room. It's not very big. It does have a smart board. No, I'm just kidding. It has one of those what do we have the technology for the projectors yet with the slide screens on them?
Are you talking like the overhead projector?
No, the one on the cart with the mirror. The drawn with an expo marker.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Gotta have it, right?
In the 90s, yeah.
Gotta have it. Yeah, we have one of those. And then just like a regular chalkboard, and then a bunch of those seats that are also the desk with the little swing around. Yep. a two chair circle.
I think it was like a total of 6 chairs of the, the chair with the desk, but he's sitting in the rolly chair, which doesn't have a desk attached to it. So he put himself in the middle of the rest of the chairs.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I feel like if there is a 7-year-old, somebody should be watching him. So, can we like do a mini retcon where whenever Professor Grimbley comes in, I have
I'm
this.
not in the tent. I'm not in the tent.
You're not in the tent?
No.
Thank
The
God.
tent was a joke that I'd written down. No. I'm gonna make my entrance
Excellent.
when I am there.
And hopefully with your parents who then ask me to watch them.
No way. If we never see my parents, that's gonna be great.
Oh God.
Oh, Grimbley's 35, Gabe.
Hell yeah. Okay. You have tenure at 35?
Sorry, no, 45? I started doing BMX in like the late 70s. So, BMX racing was a phenomenon in the mid 90s. So like we're good. We're canonical, guys. We're still good. Bicycle motocross. I mean, I've probably been the club advisor the entire time Dan has been here. And I think the club has progressed the way it has been, not in part of Professor Grimbley. Professor Grimbley's a little bit checked out on the whole situation, but so was the rest of the class. Everybody was just hanging. That's cool. If you guys just want to hang, I'll have a little bit of extra time to work on my own thing.
So yeah, and I would think that Dan and the professor are pretty cool with each other because I'm
you
sure
do your
they've
thing,
talked.
I'll do my thing.
Yeah.
You're living your truth. That's excellent. You know what you want, and you're going for it 100%, and that's what you need to do in art.
Yeah.
Dan, we've been over the Stanislavski method. You don't need to hear it from me again.
No, we're good. We're good. I remember. Yep. Oh yeah, I mean, because he's a professor.
Whether it
Dan
be
is.
true or not, I at least appear impressive.
Yeah, and Dan is an excessive student, but he's still a student. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Dan, remember the method.
Oh. Awesome. Yep.
Well, and to be honest, I've got mine. I think I'm callous. Um, I I'm already regretting being mean to Mina. Um, and so I'll apologize later, but I think that definitely is my flaw. That's why I need to stunt before, because I'm mean.
Very pragmatic.
Turbo stitches.
Dubious.
Nice.
Dubious.
Dubious. Yeah.
What if you're not superstitious? You just know it all to be true. I know
Yeah.
it all to be true.
I'm still not there yet, but is confidently incorrect on there as one of those
Really
clause?
incorrect.
Ignorance is close. Yeah.
Patient.
Definitely a close one.
And that might fall under reckless, that you're convinced you know you're right, even though you're not.
Stubborn?
PlayStation 4 game. Knack. Hasn't been invented yet. It's the 90s. No Knack, no Knack 2. Grit for Sean Grimbley. He can put himself into the mindset. There is someone somewhere that at some point succeeded in this thing that I need to make it through, and by golly, I can put myself in that mindset. You got it.
Well, I think because he works at the arcade and he got the job because he kind of has a skill for basic repairs. Like he can do basic electronics, he can fix locks, things like that. So it's, basic handyman type skill. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Experiencing a character's experience. To a decimal. Yeah.
Nice.
What did we cover? What's Mina's major?
Communications.
Wow.
Business and research. Theater.
God.
All the tech courses.
He hasn't been in my classes yet, so I don't know.
She's a theater minor, and she hasn't been in your classes.
No, I teach too high level of classes.
Oh, okay.
I'm tenured.
Oh yeah, you also probably only teach acting.
Yeah, I teach like 3 classes.
I imagine Mina is
No, I don't teach acting 1. I don't
no
teach
acting classes. If she's a theater minor, she took all of the technical theater classes. Having the professor do it is a choice.
6.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be your
And
second
I would
best
say
thing.
I was more thinking from the perspective of Professor Grimbley, and taking the technical classes is not that I'm not into that. You know, that's not my field. She's just not taking the. She's not committed. She's not committed. She's minoring. I would say like about 10 minutes early. I think I came in, about 5 minutes after Mina did.
Yeah, that feels right with the conversation that Mina and Dan had. It was enough time for them
Yeah.
to converse a little bit, and then the professor walked in. So
Professor Grimbley does get up from the front desk and does grab one of the packets and puts it at the front desk. Oh, excellent. I'm not looking at it yet. We haven't begun, but once we're called to order, I'll look at it.
we had some freshmen last year, but they just didn't feel as committed to the vibe of the group. So I don't know that any of them are coming back.
Yeah, I can give you the roster from last year. Do you also want the roster from this year? I mean, I can tell you who signed up so far. Got that list, I think. Maybe I don't. But here's last year's list right here. Here you go. Keep it right here in the club binder.
Is it time? Has the time to for the meeting to start?
Is it time for Reggie? And Professor Grimbley? I'm actively participating. I've got a packet. No, this is an awkward situation. Professor Grimbley politely golf claps.
Yeah. Reggie is going to bust the door open at exactly the scheduled time for the meeting to start. Because that's when he could get there after his boys' elementary school gets out and his driver brings him to the college. We see a scruffy boy. A scruffy boy in nice clothes. He's wearing the uniform of St. Agnes's St. Agnes's Day School for very good boys.
Little boy prep.
Yeah, he's got a crisp button down white shirt and shorts, I guess, and suspenders.
And an attitude to match.
And an attitude to match. And he busts down the door. He's got frazzled hair. He's got freckles, and he says, "What's up, chat? Your leader returns."
I'm not sure if I know what that means.
And then he, like, as everyone is frozen looking at him, he freezes and looks at everyone. Who are you?
Mary Jane's?
Do I know this kid? Because if I don't, I gotta get him.
You for sure do. You for sure do, and Nina Nina knows him at least on sight. Because Reggie is do you have a name for the dean of the school? Or the principal, whatever.
I call him Daddy.
Yeah, I was gonna go out, like, if you already had a person planned out, I was gonna just be like, it's their last name. But if not, I was gonna go with Grace.
Dean Grace.
Reginald Grace.
Reginald Grace.
Yeah, Dr. Grace. Dr. Grace is he is I guess he's the dean of the college. It's a community college, so like it's not like that big of a huge thing, but it does mean that his son, Reggie, sort of has the run of the school, and has been at least seen running about. I think this may be the first time that Mina has been like in a room with him, but Reggie goes over to Dan and like proffers a fist bump.
Dan will fist bump. Say, hey, Reggie.
I need a nickname. Need a nickname for Dan. What's your?
Well, Dan's a metalhead, so he's got long hair, the ubiquitous black concert T-shirt, ripped jeans.
Your
black
Lieutenant
Converse high
Dreads.
tops. Lieutenant Dreads. Lieutenant Dreads. Yeah.
Yeah. He fist bumps and he says, "Lieutenant,
Don't worry,
yeah.
Nina.
This
This
is,
is Dean Grace's son.
was
yeah."
this
At the
the
end of the day,
first
Reggie's
year
a
that
good
Reggie's
boy.
joined the club?
No, Reggie's been part of the club since I guess last year. I think this is
Okay.
year 2 with Dr. Grace as dean of the school.
Age 6, Occult club member.
mhm. He's
babysitting.
Reggie. He loves the occult. He loves to learn. He loves
What does Reggie
interesting
think the occult
facts.
is?
He loves interesting facts, but that has sort of, given the state of educational media online these days, this sort of led him down a rabbit hole of, oh no, we are in the 90s.
That's why I didn't know who chat
Then-
was. I
then
mean,
you
me,
know what?
Lawrence, I
You
know
know
who
what?
chat is.
I'm not changing this. I'm not changing this.
This is just a kid ahead of his time.
Definition of interesting facts. His definition of interesting facts is like 50s pulp, like occult magazine type nonsense.
The Chupacabra.
Like aliens posed for the Stonehenge statues. Let's see. And so when we moved schools again, and came to this school, he found the occult club and immediately became its de facto leader because he said so, because he said he was the leader.
So there's 3 people here who want to be the leader.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
pretty
good
sure that
Dr.
like
Grimbley is sort of here or there with the club. You know,
Dr.
build
Grimbley's
whatever you guys
also
want.
sort of in charge.
And I'm totally sticking with Dan's story that he said there were just 4 freshmen last year. He totally discounted Reggie as a
Yeah,
member of
no,
the
I think
club
that's
from the
fair.
previous
I
year.
think that's fair. I think Reggie doesn't have a like a student card or anything. Like he couldn't
Yeah.
get the office ladies to make him one.
But he's there nonetheless.
You get 5 points. Oh yeah. Dan never wrote his name down. We're still cool though because he knows so many good interesting facts. I was instantly won over by the interesting facts. I mean, I think Dean's son feels you sent all of that to me while I was still en route, so I need to open that.
Oh, and Professor Grimbley is dressed in a navy blue sweater shirt with a collared shirt underneath. White collared shirt. Gotta be.
Then Reggie also has a blue tie. I think his tropes. Dean's son feels like a decent one. Man, I had another one. Maybe New Kid. New Kid might be one, like the sort of hopping schools a lot kind of trope. Sort of independent, wants to fit in, that kind of a you know what?
I'm still growing up.
I'm 7. What are the stats?
Combat stats.
I kind of. It's got to be either charm or flight. Because I think it might be flight. I think his D6 in flight is part of what explains why he is often found wandering around the school. I'd also think that Dr. Grace might not be the most attentive father. Uh,
And he's a firefighter.
he was on the news one time. No, for school stuff. Um. Okay, yeah, but flight. I think Reggie's sort of a stealthy kid. Um, lots of time to himself.
Just the best
See what's
7-year-old, a stealthy 7-year-old. It's perfect. A 7-year-old you just can't find.
That's going to go well for our antics.
fits into tight places.
Oh, that'll
Doesn't
come in
leave.
handy.
Yes, I call this meeting to order. What business do we have, Lieutenant?
Mina, go ahead.
Oh, does Dan not say anything? Damn.
Yeah, no, Dan taps a chair and says, "Reggie, sit down." Meteorological.
I'm sorry, I was reading bike colors. Difficulty for which? And this is 1 to 4. Oh, okay. I mean, knowing Mina, I think I kind of want to make it a 5.
Nice. All right, so there have been some weird goings on. So the first thing that he's going to tell them, and he's going to go back and tell them about the, let's see, it was the late 80s, so that was probably 4 or 5 years ago when they last caught good evidence, and I'm sure the club still has copies of those somewhere. But he would look at the professor and go, "Professor, do you know if we still have those recordings somewhere of
Oh yeah, we've
when we
got the
went out
tapes
into
for
the
sure.
hills?" Okay. So he said, "Because I'd love to show that to everybody." But he's going to say there have been some strange going ons. The 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 most convincing evidence was in the foothills on the north side of town. There was also an old farmhouse where there were some strange going on. It's an abandoned farmhouse, but we really couldn't determine whether it was just, kids out there getting high and freaking themselves out or whether something was really going on. We couldn't ever get any evidence, but we didn't ever go back to that farmhouse. Um, there are a lot of like strange noises, almost like wailing noises, and then things were being thrown around within the barn house or within the confines of the barn itself. Things were getting thrown around, but we couldn't capture anything. And the few times that we went out there, there were no occurrences when we were there.
And one time when we went out there, it was just a bunch of kids getting high and freaking themselves out.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry, one of them was my roommate. So, um, but we've never really studied weather patterns. I'm not really clear on how that ties in to these other things. So, I'm gonna have to see more of a tie-in for weather as to whether I would believe that or not.
Ha!
Oh.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen aliens once or twice at least. Oh yeah, all the time. Barton's chock full of
Red,
them, I swear.
Reggie, where did you see the aliens?
I'm I'm Professor
What?
John Grimley.
Oh, sorry, Professor. Sorry, Professor. My bad.
Oh, in the sky mostly.
We're-
This after you have your special tea?
Yeah, apparently I was having a good time at the barn too. Sorry, my bad.
I mean, sometimes there's a light and I just can't explain it. I think it's aliens. Is is the weather? Could you think the weather could be caused by the aliens, Mina? Like the weather radar? She's got like 60 of them printed out. Yeah, we got the projector. That's canon. Oh, see, now that is interesting.
Mm. Yeah, I think Dan wants to do a brains check with looking at the colors and the places they've investigated, like the barn and where they got the audio and video recording.
I've just got some questions also.
Oh, do
Are we
you
just making
7-year-old?
up occult stuff? Like if you're asking me about occult things that I've seen and I say that I've seen an occult thing, does that mean there's been an occult thing?
That's how all occult things work.
You've got me there. Um Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if you had an occult plan
You
that
have an
was,
occult agenda.
yeah, that you're trying to. Okay, okay, cool. And I also will make this brain check. And if I fail, how hard is the brain check?
It's a 1 for Professor Grimbley. He can't make heads or tails of this.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
cool.
that's
I also
that's
fail.
2 for Dan. So
Yeah, I get a 2 as well.
We all go, huh?
No. Um Reggie goes really loud, goes, "This is boring. I thought this was the occult class, not the weather class." I know about a ghost that's right here in this school. Miss Susan doesn't let me go outside, but I get to wander the school all that I want. Uh, I used to go down in the basement looking for more magazines, but
You shouldn't look at the
after
basement
I
magazines, Reggie.
after I found the ghost door, I didn't go down in the basement anymore.
whoa. Go back, Reggie. Ghost
The
door?
g g g the g g g.
What? Yeah. Zoinks?
Uh, yeah, it's a big
It's a
door.
door that's dead.
It's a big door. With all of the ghost sounds coming out from it. It's horrible clanking and groaning coming from behind the door. I couldn't open it because the ghost locked it. I take your silence as acceptance. Follow
So,
me to the ghost door.
well, where is the ghost door, Reggie?
In the basement of the college. Right here.
Dan's gonna look at the professor.
Professor Grimbley says, "Well, I think we should complete the presentation first, and then we can do what Reggie wants. Do you think that's fair, Reggie?"
I think because Reggie is 7, I should roll for whether Reggie thinks this is fair.
Nice.
And I do a wheelie on my bike.
Bummed about this, but like you are the faculty advisor, and Dr. Grace did teach me to respect the faculty. So, I'll call it a 2.
All right, let's see it. I got a 2.
Okay.
Thank you,
sulked
Reggie.
my way back. I was like, I was marching my way out of the circle and towards the door as you said this, and so I sort of toddler sulk my way back to my chair. Back to the weather club. Are you drinking a child? Hell yeah. Okay, cool. uh, uh, I'm gonna make a brains roll. Yeah, I got a 3. Okay.
And now I hate you. Oh, okay. You're trying to humor the child, not trying to like. No,
Okay.
remember, I'm callous.
Um.
I understood what you're doing, but I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think Reggie stares at you for a long time, and then he makes sort of a strange face for a child. I think if Mina has some emotional intelligence, I think she recognizes perhaps that he is pitying her. Uh, yeah. Do we want to narrate? Yeah, we're in the basement.
So Dan would say, "Hang on before we go," and he would grab like backpacks for everybody that has things like flashlights and stuff in it.
And I'm
I
gonna
want to
grab
bring
my
my
bike.
bicycle.
Want to bring my bicycle?
Yeah, actually, I think we should. You never know when you might need to bust out a swick move. A swick? A sweet move. Swick is, of course, sweet and quick.
Yeah, it's how you used to call it back in the day.
He stuck the swick.
He swicked it good.
He did it again.
Yeah, I also want my bike. If we're talking about bikes,
There's plenty of room to ride our bikes down in the basement.
what's your bike's name? Professor, what's your bike's name?
Oh, man.
I guess technically no, but maybe next time. We'll see if we need him. Yeah, no, as in no regrets.
So the college is like two big buildings next to each other, basically. And the basement, because they were constructed at the same time, the basements of these two buildings connect. But they kind of did it badly. They didn't make like a whole like complex. It's just a pair of like hallways at either end of the building that connect these two basements. Anyways, Reggie leads you guys down to the basement of the building you guys are in, all the way down to the end, to the entrance to this hallway. Not down the hallway, but at the entrance to the hallway on the wall next to it, there is a door. It's got a push bar, like it's gonna go outside. Obviously, it doesn't go outside. We're underground. It Oh yeah, furniture, textbooks that were out of date when they were donated to the college, like all kinds of stuff. Do we have to like dig? Because I'm small, I can like just kind of squeeze back there. In fact, I do probably. The route to the door probably does take me through a maze, like a child-sized maze of desks and things.
You crawl under one thing where we can't follow you, and we go, and he's gone. How am I going to explain this to
move
Dean
any
Grace?
of the furniture, it's gonna squash him. Move some stuff out of the way. Okay.
I'm
He-Man.
45.
I'm 7. All right, He-Man
That
Reggie
means you
back
can
here.
crawl.
I'm just
30
fishing for I'm just fishing for trying to level up these dice. We're gonna watch a 7-year-old throw out his back trying to move a desk.
Oh, God.
Oh no, I thought that you guys want me to move stuff to like open a pathway for you guys. Oh, okay. Well, I can make a fight check still. I better dice. I got a 6, so I'm up. Yep. That's a 9 on that, and I have a D8 for my flight dice now. Yeah. There's a path the grown-ups use. I was just using a shortcut. Sorry. Um, yeah, just around the corner. If you just push a desk out of the way, it'll just come to the path there.
Somebody's gonna have to fix that.
Yep. This is the ghost store. And Reggie does look a little nervous now.
So how's the lighting in this area? Is there still like some flickering overhead fluorescence, or what do we have for lighting? Okay. Yep. Dan's gonna pull his out as well.
So, Occult Club, how are we gonna investigate this one?
Well, I mean, I haven't been, I've not been through it because it was locked and I didn't have my stuff. So I, it's making some real ghost sounds. It's making clanks and moans, and those are the ghost sounds.
Okay.
Reggie, you really shouldn't be doing lockpicking. Yeah,
It's
I
my
didn't use
knack.
brains and I critted. Got a 7.
Hey, it's actually working. Stanislavski's method.
Someone, I've seen this door before. I believe I
I
have.
built it myself. Reggie got a 2.
And Dan got a 5.
So I was, as far as my thoughts, like it could definitely be a boiler. 100% could be a boiler behind the
Yeah.
door. Uh,
Could be hell.
Could be haunted boiler. Could be all sorts of other things, depending on what this building was as well.
He's cocking his shotgun over and over. Professor Grimley also definitely jumps. Ugh!
Yeah. Mm. Oh, like there used to be a plaque or something on the door? Okay.
That's probably where it used to say ghost door. Well, that is interesting.
Professor, do you have keys that might open this for us?
I kind of doubt it. I've got only 4 keys. I'll try. And then Professor Grimley gets out his key ring that belongs to
His
the school
4
and tries
keys.
1 key at a time.
I can come back tomorrow with my stuff.
Reggie, what? That you shouldn't do that.
I'm at a D8 now, so I'm going to be really good at getting into this door later.
Oh boy. What kind of check is this? Am I doing this? Grit check. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, that's another 4. I've got a 9.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, yeah, it belongs to the school.
let me put this wrench in the door.
Oh, hey, I do have the key.
Okay, well, just because of that, this is a weird door.
I agree.
we know for sure the Allen wrench doesn't open the boiler room. Oh man, that was what a fucking Disco Elysium ass moment.
Jeez.
Maybe
Yeah, don't
it's
take
haunted.
showers here. Well, do we want to do any more investigating in this area? Maybe this is a ghost boiler or
Yeah, maybe it's haunted.
an alien boiler.
We gotta exercise it.
Probably not, but I do have the key to it, so I guess let's all be careful.
Yeah, I'll be
Don't
real
worry, I'll
careful.
watch after Reggie.
Yeah.
If he had a weapon, he would definitely have hefted it in that moment.
God.
Oh, careful the hell out of these ghosts.
So is Professor Grimley. He's following Reggie around. Two guns. Gotta load it musket style. There's no magazines.
Professor,
are
we didn't have
revolvers.
guns in our kits last year.
Budget changes.
Yeah.
We had to spend that money somewhere.
Yeah.
Spend
No
it or
way,
you lose
man.
it. That's
This
what
is
they
the
said.
90s.
And remember, everybody, you're only allowed to have two guns at school, so don't take anybody else's guns. Because it's the 80s.
And Florida.
Oh my
Minimum one
gosh.
gun, maximum two guns.
Here at freshman orientation, here's your holster.
It's my the Barton College holster.
It's blue and white, and it goes really well with your letter sweater.
Lots of bears on this campus. You gotta stay strapped.
Bears learned to avoid this campus years ago.
Can't let them get any ideas. We gotta keep up the traditions.
Shifted into high gear this session. We all get guns. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, it's gonna be simple things like there's some tape, there's some rope, there's probably a good pair of like cheap Leatherman all-purpose tool. There may be like one of those plastic plastic containers filled with various shapes and sizes of Band-Aids. So it's a little first aid kit.
Trail mix.
There is the flashlight, a couple of extra batteries. There's a notebook with a pencil. It's probably of the age where maybe each one had a disposable camera in it.
Do you have any like herbs, like bundle of sage or something?
After the incident at the farmhouse with my roommates, they didn't like us putting any vegetable matter in the backpacks.
Valid. You know what? Valid.
Yeah.
Really excellent. Really excellent pivot.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dan took the bag with the advanced he took the leader's bag.
The leader
I
bag,
mean, let's
yeah,
be
of course.
honest. That's right. Yeah.
Reggie also calls his school backpack the leader's bag. He's been doing this since he learned that there was a leader's bag. So Reggie also has the leader's bag.
Was that like a normal sounding noise, or was that something unusual? Okay.
Hmm.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
I don't know about you, but I didn't like the sound of that.
Yeah, I don't think, but the point of the club is we want to fully investigate. So we want to, make sure we walked around the machine, we've looked at everything, we note anything obscure, and then we go back as a team and we review those facts to see if there's anything that somebody caught that the rest of us didn't.
The one campus security guard hates us.
Yeah.
Now, everyone, don't let me forget to lock this back, okay?
And that's
Okay,
good
Professor.
part of why.
All right, and Dan's gonna pull out the recorder and see if he can catch that weird clanking noise that it does every so often.
I think I'm mostly just watching Reggie.
I'm trying to think of what could be in a 7-year-old's backpack that he might break out for ghost adventures.
Gun, but smaller.
Yeah, like good stick trademark is, I think, sort of where I was. Like stick in the shape of a gun might be kind of the way to go with it.
My safety
Like
stick.
yeah, he reaches into his backpack and he pulls out a stick as big as could fit into a backpack. And
Ooh, that's a good stick, Reggie.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Would you say yeah, what'd you say?
Good stick, Reggie.
Its name is Geronimo.
Excellent.
Yeah, Reggie proceeds to get to investigating.
I never stop.
Yeah, that one feels more Reggie to me.
Not let him out of my sight. Oh, baby. That's another 6.
Wow.
I got a 9. Yeah, I graduated my 4 and then rolled a 5 on the d6 for a total of
Can I
9.
graduate multiple times?
So now my brains are also a d6. Oh wait, no, grit. That's what that was. Reggie's not trying to figure anything out. He's trying to turn over all the rocks for sure.
I got a 22.
Ow.
I'm fucking
What the
locked
hell?
in on this kid. I'm channeling like every good parent that I've ever seen. I'm locked in. I'm encouraging
We've
Reggie
entered
in
the
his
avatar
activities.
state.
Oh, do I need to roll? I thought I was busy recording. Yep. Yeah, let's go brains. Let's go brains. Oh, no, that's not good. That's a 1. Yeah.
Hey, maybe you found the shutoff valve though.
Yeah. Okay. And if that's a
thumb over the
fail, I get
microphone.
another adversity token, right? Okay.
Oop, not that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Huh. Well, not the ghost.
Yep. Yep, Professor, I got it recorded.
Excellent. Perhaps for the second part of this meeting, you folks could help me draft the paperwork for the work order. Dexterity saving throw.
Like outside the door? Like we're headed back towards the door, we see it outside the door? Yeah, Dan's gonna point out there and go, "What the hell is that?"
It's the fuzz.
It's the fuzz.
I think we should all just hunker down for a moment. Everyone be quiet.
I like that you're on my side.
I don't want us to get caught.
Oh, God.
It's the
Can I use my superior flight skill to try and like lead us to safety? I've got a D8 in flight. Yeah, no, I'm just like I'm sneaky. Maybe I can.
And can I
like,
assist somehow with my
Can I
D10
help them
grit?
somehow? Yeah. Can I lead? Can I find the sneakiest way out? I'm not saying it's gonna work, but like,
I'll crawl if I have to. I've got a D10 in grit now.
oh hell yeah!
They probably won't. They probably won't.
Hmm. Well, if she's gonna blow the spot, then it's time to every man for himself. Apparently, if we're spot blowing, she
Yeah,
doesn't know the first
Dan's
rule.
Dan's gonna try and
This is how you get in
see-
trouble.
Dan wants to see if he can keep Mina from blowing the whistle on this whole thing. He's got charm, so he's gonna try and convince her, "Hey, this is our first day. We don't want to blow this. We don't want to get the professor in trouble. Let's just hold tight."
Oh, it's too late. Oh, I done snuck.
That's a 5 for charm.
Yeah, no, the two of you.
Yeah.
You realize that.
With
He
my
gives her a thumbs up.
with my 24, I think the professor is also gone because I was watching the
Oh my
kid.
God.
God damn it! I rolled a 15.
But I rolled a 24 on watching after you check. I graduated twice during that roll. I rolled a D6 and then a D8, and I graduated to a D10.
Holy crap.
Yeah, my
It's a
my
child's
flight
well-being.
is also now a
I'm
D10.
responsible. Not responsible enough to not open that door, but responsible enough to keep an eye on this child.
Rolled an 8 and then a 7 to escape the security guard.
Dang.
So I did find the path. So it's pretty easy for the professor to follow me because like I found the good sneaky path. Everyone could follow if they wanted to.
Reggie looks back at the professor following close behind and says, "We're the two who would get in the most trouble."
Good.
And
Glad you had the same idea.
I was following you.
Yeah, we're. So now it's just the two students.
yeah, maybe that makes more sense, probably. Yeah.
They turn around, we're gone.
Yeah. That makes
So
that makes
funny,
more
though.
sense for the storyline. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's very dark in these hallways. Can I? And I don't really know where I'm going. Can I roll to find something occult? Hey, cool. Five.
Got high and freaked themselves out. Come down here and smoke.
That's the other hallway. I mean, I put my hand on it. Okay. Is it big? Is it too big for a pocket? Okay. Into the pocket it goes. Okay. And I found treasure. That's a good success.
Wait, what'd you find?
I don't know. Are we back in the club room now?
And we'll find out next time.
Oh, well then no. Yeah, we retconned that I was talking about how good of a day we had here in the club room. A good thief does not disclose his treasure at the scene of the thieving. That sound very overachiever of her. No, I mean this is Reggie's compass. Reggie's I'll give the compass check a whirl. I take as sort of as part of just taking it out and showing it to everybody. Just trying to see if I can. Uh, that's a 5. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I rolled a 4 on brains to look at the compass, so that did not work.
I rolled a 1.
Yep. Mm. No. No, that's a 1. Okay. Hmm. That is a dead-on 5 for brains. Nope.
Because you got a 2.
Professor?
I think the professor must have stopped paying attention. He got a 1.
Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna Okay. I'm gonna keep listening. Okay. Oh yeah. Yep. And what is my mechanics edition? Ah, okay. Yep. Let's just use it.
Five.
Elemente uno.
It's going to be a 3 for the professor.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
It's a scream. Is there anything? Sorry, is there anything else that I'm discerning from the scream? I'm not certain why we're listening to this. Isn't this not our recording? Like, okay. It's just a recording that was also in here. This is what was already on the tape that was in there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's spooky. Why are we listening to it though? Do you know where they recorded it at?
Well, Dan would have to look and see if anything was written on the cassette. Like, did they write?
Yeah, Dan, do you know?
Oh, I said it was a barn, but I don't remember the name. Yeah, it was a barn.
Let's check the club binder. It says the old. Oh, you didn't have one?
No,
The
I
old
didn't have one.
again.
Oh, weird. This club binder says Craig on it.
The old Craig barn.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I went on that trip.
It was before my time.
Well, I recognize the voices, but I don't. I was clearly not with them when they were doing that.
I was like, we need a yearbook.
I may have been somewhere else. I think I might. Yeah, I think I might be able to place them.
I've got all the old yearbooks at home, so I'll bring them.
I bet
Thanks,
you
Richie.
do. Or even chase down an old mystery.
Mm.
Boing. On Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dice. That was
I
fun.
didn't
I
even
like
get
this
to
system.
give any
The dopamine when I
misinformation.
upgrade my dice is crazy.
Yeah, the dopamine from the cascade effect.
The
It's
the double upgrade that I hit in session
Oh, that's
one. I haven't
insane.
hit
Yeah.
on
it's
great.
up there. It's up there with like the clicking sound when like you unlock the checks in Disco Elysium. Like it's that kind of good. Yeah. I also don't know what any of like strengths and weaknesses or any of this, but Okay. Okay.
That's what we should have said whenever they were going to catch us down in the boiler room. Just shut up! You're going to lose your scholarship.
Mm.
Ten money in the 90s?
Nobody had 10 money in the 90s.
$50.
That's great to hear. Good to have one of those on the team.
Kind of thinking gross.
As a strength.
Yeah, gross as the strength is pretty fun. Is you have one gross bodily trick that you
Oh,
can
yeah,
do
yeah.
on
Yep.
command, which feels like the
Sounds
most
very
7-year-old
appropriate for a
strength.
7-year-old. Yeah.
So I don't I haven't I that's a horrible. Yeah, I haven't I'll think about it. The low-hanging fruit is just like a real stanky fart that I can just do. But I'm if I can think of something better than that, I will, because we want to do better than low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, low hanging
Exactly.
fruit.
Oh man. My superpower is I always walk away from the first instance of damage is pretty cracked, actually. I don't know.
I would think it's first instance of damage per session.
Yeah.
I think for
I start on
for
top
a
of a
narrative
building. I'll see you
for a
guys down at the
narrative game, that
bottom.
would actually be pretty
God.
fun. That's a pretty fun one.
Yeah. Kids are resilient.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Have M kill a kid? Come on.
If I can.
Oh my gosh.
Can I
You
promise?
won't. What's the knack? The knack is
Yeah, it
can
was like
mine be lock picking?
basic handymaning mechanic knowledge.
Lockpicking.
Yep.
Oh my
It
gosh.
sure is.
Yep. Yeah,
So I only have
I
3
gotta
more
have my
keys.
stuff, but I think that's my knack is gonna be lock picking.
I love it.
That will come in handy.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
End of session shop time.
Can I spend my tokens to upgrade one of my 2 guns?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was a blast. That was
That was a good
first
one.
session.
I'm really excited to get Rough Torsion into the mix.
What?
My it's my it's my next commoner guy. I decided that what happened to whoever my last guy, Clifford Batman took too much of too horrible damage the last time. So I'm just yeah, we're gonna quietly retire him, and instead I'm gonna come back in as Rough Torsion. He fights. He has the flaw where he gets like battle rage, and he's like 92 pounds.
Oh God.
I love it.
Yep, I'm pretty excited for him.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and sometime you and I will need to talk about Star Wars character.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
It's in a Star Wars system when we're using the Star Wars aliens for simplicity, but not in the world of Star Wars.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
Sounds awesome.